In yesterday's Marwa's video, Marwa did a video wearing Jamaican t-shirt. As always, whenever you see Marwa wearing a Jamaican t-shirt, just know donation activation mode has been switched on. Don't look at the shirt, look at who appears next: a crying grandmother, an abandoned girl, broken story, and within minutes, donation start flowing. This is not charity, this is psychology, and today I'm going to tell us how this script was prepared, by who. Then let us look at the pattern, then we make a deep analysis. Watch this clip, then we dive deep.
Sometimes, you don't create a video that maybe somebody is trying to script it in one direction, maybe to show. We just want to show the truth, that's all, because that's what I stand by. Otherwise, I am not there. So I'm told this is Mary. Actually, guys, this house, even me, I'm shocked to come here. When I was a young kid, this was one of the best houses in the village. And I'm telling you, me, I grew up knowing the husband to Goko Jane. Very rich man, very rich. Even they had a pickup car. Introduce yourself again, because maybe somebody's watching this video for the first time. So, what's your name?
My name is Mary Masubo.
Mary Masubo. So a few days ago, Mary Masubo came to my home looking for what, Mary?
For school fees.
School fees and books. And me, I was only able to give you books. Then you came back. You were crying around there. I had to tell you to go and bring your parents because I didn't know who you are.
Yes.
Then you came with your grandmother because your mom and dad don't help you, abandon you technically. And then I told you I'm gonna do one video for you, we see if a miracle will happen. And then today you are doing the biggest shopping in the entire village. Wow. And I will tell her this once we finish about the sponsor and everything,
Maybe you can introduce yourself, your name.
So guys, my name is Mary Masubo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a cousin to Gake.
Okay, but here at home we call you
Chantel.
Chantel. Okay, so Chantel, for now, at what grade are you?
I'm in grade 8.
Grade 8.
Yeah.
So next year, grade 9.
Yeah.
Then you're heading to grade 10.
Yeah.
Now that is the senior school. Senior?
School.
Senior secondary school. So actually, big thanks to Marwa for making this happen. So first day, Chantel went to Marwa to ask for. Yeah. You went there to ask for help.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel that goes by the name Maxwell Lumumba Africa. Maxwell Lumumba is my name, a village content creator, born and raised in a village setup with no jobs, but at the end of the day, we do content creation to earn a living. That being that, today's topic I'm going to talk about Jamaica t-shirt psychology. That being that, for those who have not subscribed to this amazing YouTube channel, let us subscribe, like, comment, and share this video to other individuals. And remember to turn on the notification bell so that any day, anytime I make any video, you people get updated. Watch the videos till the end without skipping any ad. So for today's video, let me say this clearly from the start. This video is not hate. This video is not jealousy. This video is a pattern analysis, because when something happens once, it is coincidence. When it happens twice, it is a trend. But when it happens over and over again, across years, across videos, across the same audience, that is strategy. Today, I want to talk about the psychology behind Marwa, and specifically one symbol that he keeps on using. Many people ignore. That is the Jamaican t-shirt that is being used as a donation mode. Let me say this: that Jamaican t-shirt trigger symbol Every time Marwa wears a Jamaican t-shirt, something follows. Not peace, not silence, not random content, but donation increases, sympathy stories appear, begging is rebranded as helping. It is very evident because even in yesterday's video that we saw, when he went to do the shopping and everything, he was well equipped with the Jamaican t-shirt. That is not accidental because I've done my own research. Look at Marwa's most loyal donors, look at the comment sections, look at the super chats, and maybe a repeated giver. A huge percentage come from Jamaicans, Caribbean supporters, Jamaican diaspora, especially the countries like Jamaica itself. We have the likes of Canada, and some people are not just supporters, they are emotionally invested. You are just working maybe in a diaspora where you just get your hard-earned money because you see maybe somebody in the video maybe is crying because no fees, or maybe an elderly woman that we call the grandparents. You see them crying on camera that they need help, you know. Sometimes we sympathize. Some people, not even me, sometimes people sympathize. Then they say that let us give back to our African brothers. Let me say this. The Jamaican obsession pattern. We already see a pattern. Let us talk facts. For those who want to listen, let us listen. For those who don't want to listen, because we also have people who belong to a cult, a cultism member, who their work is just like being keyboard warriors. Your work is typing nonsense. For me, when you type nonsense, as long as you don't abuse me, I'll respond to you very nicely. I'm a good human. I respond to people very nicely. But when you bring in abusive languages, I know how to do that. Either in English or in Swahili. I respond to those messages or the comment section. So from the all nationalities in the world, who visits Marwa the most? Let us look at that pattern. And the pattern shows us that they are Jamaicans. We have seen the likes of Jamaican grandma, Jamaican uncle, Trench Town grandpa, Fala Fashion TV, Kali Lifestyle. Then we saw somebody called Wilder. Actually, for Wilder, a short visit from England, yes, but compared the intensity. And more Jamaicans planning to come. That is at least 7 already. And the language around these visits is always the same. Because one thing that Jamaica believe is they see African as family. They see Africa as roots where they originated from. They want to see Africa with love, unity, and that is Caribbean connection. Having said that, this is emotionally branding. For those who know, you know. For those who they don't know, they don't know. So emotional ownership, that is something that I'm going to discuss. There are supporters like, we have seen the likes of Chocolate Man, where he was saying that anybody who is an enemy of Marwa is an enemy of him too. That tells you that these people are up to this. Anything that happens to this individual, it is like you are now harming them. That being that, we also have another individual that is called the General, a grown man with Marwa's photo in his bedroom. Not his kids, not his wife, not the family, not his parent, but Marwa. This is not support anymore. That is idolization. And idolization is the most profitable emotion in YouTube. This street of YouTube, when we do something like idolization, because there is a time I saw another individual from Tanzania who had Marwa's tattoo in his hand, that shows you that what is really happening. So let me talk about the Jamaican t-shirt, which is equals to the nation time. For those who know, they know. Let me just make this simple. Let us observe the pattern. When you see Marwa putting on that Jamaican t-shirt, it is like an alert bell. Donation mode activated. Sympathy script loading. My friend, there is no smoke without fire. He knows exactly what he's doing. Symbols matter, colors matter, identity signal matter. That t-shirt says, I am one of you. When somebody tells you that I'm one of you, whether you like it or not, you get swayed. And once that bond is activated, that is game over. When I just cough, I need something, you deliver. When I say that I need maybe to start doing charity, everything happens well. And very soon, you people will realize what I'm really talking about this, because very soon we'll see now the way I'm talking, like activation mode of the nation has really started. We'll see that pattern from tomorrow. You will see a lot of things will be happening, because we have seen him several times talking about a swimming pool. We have seen him several times talking about maybe he is planting haze. A lot of things he's planning to do. So what should he do? Just make a video having that Jamaican t-shirt. Then people will be like, wow, this is one of us, let us contribute. Let me talk about selective compassion. Here, what still shocks me, Jamaican has given so much to Marwa. Marwa has gained money, travel, exposure, loyalty. But when Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, where were they? Silent. No fundraisers, no mobilization, no urgency. Nobody wanted to talk about that. We only saw a community post, and that was everything. Even Jamaican uncle himself was having trouble in Jamaica, because we saw the house, what happened with the house. But did even Marwa talked about that? He never spoke about that. Instead, we saw excuses. We even had Dimwango asking, am I Jesus? Such people that tells you everything, because compassion is only activated when the camera is on and when money flows in one direction. Some people want to get money, but they don't want to give out the same money. That shows us a pattern. So let us talk about the scripted poverty loop. Now let us break down the latest video that we have to discuss, because I told us we are going to analyze that script, how that script was planned. Marwa says, people come to my gate every day asking for help. This is a private home. And Marwa himself said that I'm going to close the door and nobody without an appointment will be coming in. This sounds very responsible, right? But then he finds a loophole. After saying those statements, we saw a young girl, a sad backstory. She's abandoned, elderly grandma appears. Pause there. Let us now speak reality. That girl is not random. Go to the comment section of Marwa. A man named Gake commented, thank you for supporting my family. Now my cousin gets help. I was trying to read through that comment section. Some people commented it positively. Some of them were trying to be actually commenting about it negatively, but at least they were making some reasonable comments. So what that tell you? The girl has a family. The girl already received, because after that video, the previous day, we saw now yesterday's video, the girl received a shopping money, some good amount of money. Another, actually a sponsored, volunteered to take that girl to school. So let me ask a question. How was that girl abandoned? How? Because let us define the word abandoned. For those who are knowledgeable enough, they can really define this word. So this is not coincidence. This is casting. Yeah? Let me talk about the loyal servant reward system. Because of recent videos about Marwa, we have seen a pattern. Who get these favors? They're the loyal servants. Look at what happened to Daniel. Yeah? Daniel is perceived as a loyal servant to Marwa. That is why, you see, when Daniel was bought the motorcycle, this motorcycle was bought by a subscriber. To our expectation, we knew that because a subscriber, because it was all over the camera that Marwa is saying that Daniel needs a motorcycle. And look at the trend. How many people have worked with Marwa? And none of them has been actually promised even a motorcycle. Daniel never lasted in Marwa's compound more than 2 months, but he was promised a motorcycle. That tells us that Marwa himself was eyeing something from Daniel's home. And it is very evident after the motorcycle. Things are now changing. We can see tractors going to Daniel's compound, actually cultivating, making, I don't know, they want to plant hay. Let me ask Daniel, will you feed on hay? Because it is very evidently that land, we could see some maize stock. At least for that, we could really appreciate. Yeah, look at how much money will you make from hay as compared to these, let's say, maize. Nobody eats hay, but animals eat hay. And to make matters worse, even for you yourself, you have to feed your family. You have to make something like a business that can really help you, help the community when there is no food. But this is somebody else who is coming to your own land so that to cultivate hay. Then he tells you that, let me just calculate this hay for this one season, then afterwards I'll be buying it from you. That is not acceptable. That is emotional manipulation, and Marwa is using the motorcycle thing actually to suppress Daniel. Apart from that, look at how the motorcycle was purchased. We expected this motorcycle, Daniel, to be involved, where Daniel is the one who should give out the, let's say, if it is a national ID, all those documents that are needed to purchase a motorcycle. But when we watch this video very keenly, we see that this motorcycle, it was like a surprise to Daniel. My question is, was Daniel documents used to purchase this motorcycle? Because the money came from donor. So we expect Daniel to be having a full ownership of this motorcycle. If Marwa can answer that question, because we saw some other people who went to buy that motorcycle. That is why even all those dramas and all those shenanigans that were happening, it was like a karma happening to them. Because when you do something opposite the way things are being instructed, that tells us a pattern. Now let me now talk about what was bringing us here. How Gake is not new. Is a long time loyal supporter of Marwa's kingdom. And this is how the kingdom works. Be loyal, defend the king, get selected, appear in the story, donation now will start flowing to you like a safari rally. Family benefits a repeat cycle. That is not charity, that is controlled donation ecosystem. Who are benefiting? Marwa and his own inner cycle. The people that Marwa himself trusts. Those are people that actually they benefit. When Marwa is coming to the camera, then tell us that community is benefiting. How is the community benefiting directly? When you take your inner cycle, look at, let me give an example. Look at Brian, the same inner cycle, because he knows how he's benefiting. Look at the likes of, a good example, okay, I've talked about Daniel, I've talked, look at the Gitiriba, is just benefiting, and others more, yeah? When you see anybody that is being brought in Marwa's compound so that to be helped, like now, we have now realized that Gake's cousin, I don't know if it's Gake's cousin or what, somebody that calls, okay, something of sort, that the Mary, yeah? The Mary. I'm not saying that helping is bad, and I'll be talking about this. Let me ask this. Why it's always grandma and children? Because emotional cells. Even I was forgetting about the same Daniel. The next time, after actually the same day that he was stealing that land, we saw that he was bringing the we call them not child, the Daniel's sisters and brother, telling them they are looking for donors, all those things, you know. People are obsessed. They were upset because of that issue. Look at that pattern. So I was talking about why always children and grandmothers. Because emotional cells. Children is equals to innocence. Grandmothers is equals to vulnerability. And abandonment is equals to guilt trigger. This is the same formula used by David Jr. Always a grandma, always a recovery story, always poverty plus alcoholism plus redemption. This is the criteria that the likes of David Jr. is using, and it works because people want to feel like saviors. Let me talk about this is psychological scamming. Let me be very clear. I'm not saying that helping people is wrong. People need to be helped. Even me, let's say when I come to the camera, they say that I have this kind of problem, please help me. That means, okay, even though I'm begging, but is it worth for me begging? I'm saying manufacturing emotional scenarios to extract money is wrong. Using symbols, using identity, using children, using the elderly, using selective compassion. That's not kindness. That is emotional engineering. And so the next time we see Marwa wearing that Jamaican t-shirt, don't just see fabric. See the signal, see the setup, see the psychology, because by now, that is not accidental. It is a business model. For those who understand even the politics of Kenya, the issue I don't know of bottom up, yeah, and a business model thrive on emotions, not truth. Even the politics of Kenya, they were the same. We were promised bottom up, I don't know, bottom down. Now we are now getting that our buttocks are down. Goodbye.